It's blowing about 20 to 25, I guess, and we are cooking once again. Look at this. Averaging just a hair over 7 knots, as much as 8 at times. Deeply reefed down. The wind angle is just about the same as yesterday, but the shoreline curves more south right here, so we're able to pretty much run parallel with the shore. We are super duper close hauled, as tight as we can get on this boat, and just cruising right along. So here's something interesting. Molly went for a swim yesterday and got a pretty good jellyfish sting. Let's see that thing. I wonder if that's going to show up on camera. Can you see that streak right there and all this blotchiness right there?
It goes from here,
kind of
wraps around, and then goes all through around my elbow.
Around your elbow. And she said it was some kind of a, here, describe the jellyfish again.
The balloon thing was about that big, and it had orange stripes down it. Down its top.
And the tentacles were clear?
And tentacles were clear.
And the body was also mostly clear?
Except for the orange stripes going down it.
Yeah, okay. So probably not a Portuguese man of war, which is technically not a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Did you know that? You did?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm impressed. So one thing I do anticipate hearing in the comments section has to do with maybe questions asking why we are not sailing with the inner staysail. And that's because we just haven't got it set up. That would actually be the preferred sail to be using right now. Going upwind, we'd have less heel and that sort of thing. And you know, anytime you reef down a roller furling head sail, you really mess up the trim. But it is what it is. We're sailing along right now, doing like averaging 7 knots, so I can't complain too much. But we do still want to figure out how to get that inner staysail set up, and we will be doing that. So in that bag back there is our staysail. We've never flown it before, but we have already been in several situations where it would have been really good to have it. Situations where we are close hauled or the wind is really strong. However, our boat is not rigged up for a staysail. We do have the inner stay, and we do have the winch back here for it, right there. What we do not have is anything on deck in order to accommodate the sheeting system needed. There's no tracks, no blocks, nothing. So what I've done, at least to try to get this process started, is I have created sort of a sheeting setup here. So what we have, these red and white flecked ropes are just tied to our grab rail here. So I've got one block there, and then on this other rail over here, sort of the same situation. Got a little block tied on there. This block is just tied directly, so that block's not actually doing anything. And then I have this block here that can run along this green rope here. So the green rope kind of acts a bit as a traveler. It's going to let this block hopefully kind of slide back and forth. And then I should be able to somewhat control the sheeting angle with this green rope that is led back to the cockpit there. So this is far from perfect and obviously far from a long-term setup, but we should be able to learn something from this. Be able to see if these are possibly good positions for blocks to be, and just try to get to know the sail a little bit better. Because yeah, we want to start putting this guy to use. And this is how we're going to start that process. This is going to be much more useful rather than trying to run on this reefed Yankee, which when it's reefed, most of the sail is way up high, which as you can see on this one, most of the sail is down low, and there actually is a reef point right there, so I can shorten this sail and I don't know, take probably 30% of it out right there. So a very useful sail to have. Never flown one before. I'm just starting to get to know it now, but looking forward to getting to know it better. Now this boat did come with the boom, but I would rather run it without the boom. I just don't want all the clutter on deck up here. There's some downsides to that, which we're going to have to work around a bit. I need to play around with the mounting locations for, you know, the anchor blocks in order to let the sail work as optimally as I can without the boom. But we'll figure it out. So we're currently in Rock Sound now, and during our sail here today, we did fly the staysail a bit, just on that kind of jury-rigged little setup that I had. And while the sail was up, I kind of took the, you know, the sheets and tried to pay attention to the lead angles and how those angles affected the trim of the sail and such as that. And basically I came up with some mounting locations of pad eyes. So this afternoon I actually installed a couple of these pad eyes. I've got one right here, just for some reference. This is back here, kind of on the coach roof there, and there's the mast. So just in front of the mast on the side of the boat, I have one pad eye there, and then a matching one on the opposite side of the boat here. So now we no longer have those kind of silly strap things tied to these handrails. We're actually going to be clipping into these pad eyes, and the hardware is right here. We've got the little clips and the blocks and everything. It's basically all kind of bundled up right there. So when we want to use the staysail, I'll just slack this line, I'll clip one block onto here, and then just clip the other, you know, there's not a block on it, but just clip the other clip directly into that one, and then that's going to create sort of that, I don't know what you want to call it, bridle perhaps. And that's what the staysail is going to run on. Just wanted to give you that update about the staysail. It's I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's been weird kind of running the boat up until now with only the main and the head sail, basically not being able to use 1/3 of our sails, which is kind of a big deal. So yeah, that's the update, and we're just about to have some dinner. What is for dinner, my darling?
Vegetable spaghetti.
Okay, we've got some, what is that, squash going in there?
Squash and onions and garlic.
Yeah.
And noodles and sauce.
Sounds delicious, honey. A nice vegetarian dinner tonight. Molly?
Yeah?
You're hunched over there. What are you doing?
School.
You're in deep concentration. Ah, so your school involves drawing pictures of sailboats. Wait, what is that a picture of?
I'm supposed to be drawing a cartoon strip.
Oh my goodness, what in the world are you drawing?
A cartoon strip, and the mast is falling.
Why are you drawing that?
I don't know, it's just the first thing that popped in my head.
Oh, that is quite disturbing. Teacher?
That is very disturbing. I did not give her that assignment.
Yeah, I think she needs to be graded appropriately for drawing these things.
It's creative, isn't it?
No, it's horrifying, Molly. That's like one of the worst things that could possibly happen on our boat.
I know.
You know? Alright, dinner is now served. And I wanted to give a little closure because Daddy had a little freak out when he saw what Molly was drawing here. For this assignment, she had to draw sort of a series of illustrations, sort of like a cartoon. So there's the sailboat, and then the mast is cracking, the mast is falling, and then the water goddess, this thing here, saves the mast, and then we are saved. You can see the look on this scared guy's face, which was sort of the look I had when I saw what she was drawing. And then, for some reason, this guy here is going to get toast. Okay? Alright. So it was looking like a bad situation, but things worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Tamby, what do you think of that?
I like the water goddess saving us. It's
Yeah.
nice.
It's not us.
I feel a little
it's not
better.
us.
I feel
It's
better.
just a boat.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's not us.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's only 2 people.
Okay. All right. So, how do you grade her, teacher, on this assignment?
Yeah, I mean, other words that are not spelling words are spelled incorrectly, but she did a pretty good job. I would say that's an A.
Great job, Molly.
Thanks.
Sorry for my little freak out. Everything worked out.